I was, I think, 20 when my father called me and said, Nicolas, we're gonna build boats. And I say, yeah, okay. I never been on a boat. He said, don't worry, we're gonna make it. And that's how it started, more or less. We are French, but my father had a business in Poland, and his friend on the business was liking the small boats, and they purchased a small, it was a Cat 16, and they were doing on the lake, and that's how it started. I mean, the passion of the boat. So it's very like by luck and coincidence of meeting people. We are from the east of France, you know, next to Germany, Switzerland. So we didn't have too much chance to be next to the sea. So nothing at the beginning, you know, drove us to, you know, to build boat in our, you know, career or life, whatever. So it's a bit of luck, I would say. He went to Poland to build some supermarket in the past. And because of that, I'm the friend of those supermarkets, and that's how it started actually. So really like a lot of coincidence. So we were not supposed to be here normally. My father has a second passion, it was traveling. And with another friend, they went to Madagascar very long time ago. And he liked really the place, and he was thinking, what is the best boat to be in such water? And as he started with the Cat, which are already small catamaran, he went to a boat show in Paris like long time ago, and he saw that there is some bigger catamaran, and that's how the idea started. But we didn't like too much the, you know, like 20 few years ago, the catamaran were looking very plastic, very charter, you know, boat compared to the Italian boat that were already like yachts, you know, like all of those monohull. And my father said, yeah, why we wouldn't do a kind of yacht finishing into a catamaran base, and that's how it started. Yeah, we just opened 2 years ago in Dubai with a new range of boat there, Ultima range, which is a catamaran a bit less wide than the one we are on right now, just to fill the gap in between the monohull and the huge, very wide catamaran. And we saw that there is a market for something in between to allow customer to have as well the boat at their marina, in front of their house. In Miami, how many customers from Florida come on our boat, say we want to buy them, and then they come back and sorry, but my channel, my depth, my clearance, whatever, doesn't match. So, and it's a very good success, because we've sold already over 50 boats from this range. So
over 50?
Yeah, and we didn't put yet one in the water, so it's a very challenging new experience there. Yeah, I'm very working closely with the designer to make the customer experience on the boat really the best, you know, to the layout, to the arrangement, and all of the details to make the boat really the most cool. Of course, I'm working together as well with the naval architect to make the boat really seaworthy. So, you know, to check the hull, the speed, the characteristics, to choose the engine. So I'm taking care about a lot of the technical aspect of the boat on the superyacht as well, because right now we are building over 24 meters. We have 343 meters under construction. Quite big units, sailing, so very complicated. And apart that, I'm really involved in the R&D. I like to think about what could be the future of the yachting. So we invented a few years ago the Eco boat, which is a really success. We've sold, I think, over 45 fully electric boats. Nobody on the market has done that, and the experience and the feedback we have from the customer and the experience we gain on that, we have done right now boats that are ultra reliable, and we are really in advance in this field, and we work on the genset, on the air conditioning, on the battery system, on the full. We really had a global vision of that. To make it, you know, work all together smoothly, and we didn't do like a lot of other. We buy this here because it exists. We have created a lot of things ourselves. like from the solar panel on the hull that we've created in-house. We have a patent with that. We are building solar cells and panel in-house in our factory. And a lot of things we try to do ourselves just to make the product the best. Yeah, I mean, the solar cells are purchased, but the panel are built. We are welding them, we are making our own technology, we are integrating them in the hull. So this is all our technology. I already have some new idea, I can't tell you today, but there is a lot of things to do. I mean, you know, sometimes you think that it's you have done everything, but at the end, when you start to think about how to use the boat, my goal is always to see and to think about what is the problem of the captain or the owner, and how to make it, you know, even better and better. So there is a lot of things that you can always make it better, simpler, easier to use, more intelligence for, I don't know, for the managing of the energy. There is a lot of things that are still that we will add layer on the top of what we already did. Yeah. Today a lot of customers, even when they purchase diesel boat, because they are, we're not sure, we don't know, but when they have a chance to try eco boat, very often it happens that can I change my boat to eco? Isn't it too late in the production? So. For me, I think that definitively wind on the sea is something that we underuse. We are building powerboat and sailing boat, but even on the sailing boat, people are, you know, not always putting the sail because it's complicated. The wind is not at the good direction. The descents are too short. So that's a path we are working, for example, to make it more sailable and easier to sail. So that could be a path, for example, because the wind is for free and it's pretty powerful. When you compare the speed of your yacht against the power of wind and how many kilowatts you save on the propulsion, it's pretty huge. Even comparing to the solar panel, it's a much bigger power that is underused today. So that's, for example, a good solution to work on the future. And we did a lot of work, for example, on the electric system. So we have all DC grid on our boat. We have DC generator, 600 volt, DC battery, DC engine, DC boat thruster, DC air conditioning. So we have all of the boat in DC. We are working right now on the non-eco boat as well to get more on the DC grid. So, you know, to make it, you know, it's not always about to produce more, but it's to use less as well. So to make the system more efficient. So we are working on the aircon consumption to really drop it to the minimum. New technology on all of the consumer side of the boat. And I was talking with some naval architect or some expert in SUPERYACHT, and in SUPERYACHT they still have this philosophy of this consume this consume that, but at the end, you know, they accumulate all of these things, they make an Excel table, and they end up with a number, and then they choose the genset. But that's not the good way, because at the end the genset they choose is maybe 3 times bigger than what is needed. But just because some of the equipment could work together and they didn't think about how to manage this properly, they end up with a huge number. But we could easily optimize that, and that's something we are working on as well on the bigger boat. In Poland, we have already a huge facility that we've built, a completely new one, because we are as well in the old shipyard of Gdansk, the historical one. That's where we started. And initially, we were building the new shipyard to just shift from the old to the new. And when we finished, in Poland, it takes time, like in all Europe, paper, authorization, building permit, all of that. So it takes a few years to have your shipyard. And when we finished to build the part 1, we couldn't shift anything from one shipyard to the other, because we had so many orders that we fulfilled the shipyard in 3 months of time. It was full. So today we still have the old one and the new one. So we are building and extending the new one. And my father, being already in Dubai, say, okay, here it's much quicker. In 1 year, you have your building, you have everything. He was living there already. We say, okay, we have struggled to increase the size in Poland with the speed of our order, so let's do something somewhere else. 11 months from the day we found the land, the day the shipyard was operational, 11 months. So, but unfortunately, we've launched a new range of boats that we thought it's going to be a small range, and it has such a success that at the end we have the shipyard there as well full. So we are already building the next building, because at the very beginning it was okay, we will take a bit of the job from Poland, maybe sand and mold from Poland to Dubai. That was the initial plan. But right now we say, okay, no, what is in Poland need to stay. So we are increasing Poland and trying to get faster. And yeah, we are like running in Dubai to produce the first boat there. And the Ultima is a very different boat. It's more fast, more, there is a foil, a lot of technology as well is coming on those new Ultima range. Sometimes customers learn about what they purchase even later, because they didn't fully understood the full concept. So for them, sometimes it's just, yeah, I purchased a eco boat, like I purchased a Tesla, but they didn't really understood that it's not only about propulsion, because a Tesla, for example, it's just to drive from A to B, but here it's a house at the end. So actually, the feature of the eco is not only about electric engine, but it's about the air conditioning, the comfort, the cooking, the electricity management, the electricity production. I mean, it's not just like one feature, it's an overall concept. Yeah. Fernando Alonso, for example, like speed, he has a eco boat who go very slowly, and the reason he was saying is that I'm like in speed all my life, I'm traveling everywhere in the world, flying. He said, when I'm at home, I want slow, quiet, peaceful.